For every loved Hell's Kitchen contestant, there's also one who's hated by everyone, starting with Season 4's Jason Underwood, who made it crystal clear from day one he did not respect women.
I'll be damned if I'm gonna lose to a team of girls. The only thing I'm gonna lose to a woman is like an ironing contest.
And it turns out, disrespecting women wasn't Jason's only talent. While the rest of his team was ready at their stations at the start of dinner service, Jason was... His laziness became even more obvious in episode 3. When Ramsay called him out to recite the dessert menu, this was his response.
Passion fruit creme brulee, Verona chocolate, and cherry fondant.
What is going on?
But if you thought his cooking could save him...
I don't have a clue on this earth what I'm doing. Women can make desserts, you know? It ain't my thing.
To no one's surprise, he was promptly eliminated that night, and in his final moments, Jason still manages to squeeze in one last sexist remark.
You know, the last girls that got put up on the block, they start crying. Well, maybe if I would have cried like some chick, you know, maybe I'd be back upstairs chilling right now, but I can't do that. I'm a man. I sure as hell ain't gonna cry about it.
And that did not sit right with fans. I swear, Jason was only on the show for the production side of things. He wasn't chosen because someone thought he had the chance of winning. Society would say that women never shut up, but Jason himself never shuts up about women any chance he gets. Although Jason's time on the show was short, there was enough evidence that he had no redeeming qualities. And that's probably because Lou Petroza took them all in the very same season. In a show defined by backstabbing and sabotage, Petroza stood out by doing the opposite. During one of the dinner services, he went out of his way to help his struggling teammate Lou Ross.
I cut it in half, then I just seared it just to cook it up.
No, see, the correct answer is you fucked it up, you didn't cook it right, and you're trying to get it by me. Do you have another one that I can see a nice pink center in?
But when Lou Ross finds out he doesn't actually have another steak ready, Petroza steps in with a plan.
We had to show the face of the beef, so I had to slice a sliver off it.
Not only did Petroza help with the beef, but he took it up himself so that if Chef questioned it, he would take the blame.
Come on.
Beef.
Much better.
And when it came time to nominate someone for elimination, Petroza nominated himself.
I'm gonna nominate myself, Chef. I can't pick any of these guys. They worked too hard, and we came in today and worked our asses off.
When he unfortunately passed away in November 2019, fans were quick to share their condolences and remorse. The most humble man I've ever seen on the show. Rest in peace. I just watched season 4 for the first time, rooted for Petroza all the way, and cried my eyes out this morning watching the finale and reading of his demise. I hope he knows how much of a positive effect he had on people. Well, Petroza left behind a legacy fans will never forget. Season 10's Tiffany Johnson's time on the show is one most viewers wish they could. She had zero standards whatsoever, had a ridiculous vendetta against Barbie, and would have not lasted as long as she did if the season was focused more on talent instead of drama. This was evident during episode 2's dinner service, where she deliberately sent up Barbie's incomplete order of scallops in hopes of getting her in trouble.
Chef scallops right here. Here you go, Barbie. I'll just throw you under the bus because that's where you belong.
But sabotaging her teammate is far from the worst thing she's done. On episode 10's Steak Family Night, she proudly expressed her hatred towards children.
I really hate cooking for children. Kids don't know what fine dining is, so their opinions really don't matter to me.
And instead of remaking the pizza she burnt, she opted to just trim off the burnt parts, hoping that it would sneak past Ramsay and Chef Andy.
Now we're sending burnt pizza, not crispy and delicious, fucking burnt.
It didn't take long for viewers to roast her in the comments. I am surprised that Tiffany made it that far. A chef that doesn't care about simple tasks such as a simple pizza speaks a lot about any chef. But her cooking standards would drop even lower when Ramsay caught her reusing a dirty pan to cook fresh ingredients.
I just watched Tiffany scrape out all the old shit. So she gets the dirty pan and sticks all the fresh garnish in there.
When you hear Gordon Ramsay say,
when a chef can't be bothered to get a clean pan and saute fresh vegetables, trust me, it tells me something.
It should be a wake-up call to get your act together. But unfortunately for Tiffany, she couldn't help herself.
Tiffany, what the fuck are you doing?
Just a reminder, Tiffany got married and her name is now Tiffany Gross. Quite fitting for such a person. When you have a chef like Tiffany who's thoroughly unlikable, it makes a chef like season 12's Rochelle Bergman, who's not only a good chef but an amazing person to be around, that much more enjoyable to watch. She has been described to be just so bubbly and funny and one of the best contestants on the show. She's so kind and never holds any grudges. But don't let her delicate demeanor fool you, because her cooking is not to be messed with. Having never cooked polentas before, she managed to surprise even Gordon Ramsay.
Rochelle cooked it, Chef.
Absolutely delicious.
It was my first time, so I was so nervous.
Her skills would be shown off again later in the season. Despite struggling to kill a live lobster and having never cooked one before, her opponent Richard was certain he was going to win, but she proves him why she should have never been underestimated.
I think I have to give it to Rochelle on this one.
Thank you, chef. Yeah, bro. Take that lobster.
Her cooking was so consistent that Ramsay couldn't help but question her experience.
You've never worked in a professional kitchen on the line before you come here?
Never, ever.
You cook like you've been working in a kitchen for 5 years.
Although her cooking took her far, her lack of leadership skills would prompt her elimination just before the final episode. However, her infectious positivity still left the mark on Ramsay.
Let me tell you something.
I didn't mean to giggle. I'm sorry.
You made me giggle.
And when he jokingly asked her not to laugh when she removed her jacket,
And without giggling, keep a straight face and give me your jacket.
while Rochelle let her food do all the talking, Season 15's Frank Calla let his mouth run wild and it cost him dearly. Frank entered Hell's Kitchen as a decorated Marine sergeant and executive chef. However, his sexist behavior tarnished that prestige as he made it clear he didn't think women belong in Hell's Kitchen, or anywhere near him really.
Well, she's like a perfect example why I fucking can't stand working with women.
And while his teammate Mando was struggling doing service due to an injury, he offered no sympathy.
You already showed that you were weak, Amanda. You really don't deserve my help. You need to fail.
When Frank was finally eliminated, he still managed to blame the women on his team for his failure.
The blue team never had any drama until the females came aboard, and that's when the ship sunk. And that's exactly why I get fucking female Marines and I send them back wherever the fuck they came from.
You would think Frank's entire family was murdered by a woman with the way he talks. But Frank's behavior didn't just earn him criticism on TV. After the show aired, the Marine Corps caught wind of his attitude and they were not impressed. He was promptly demoted and in response, posted a sloppy apology video that did little to fix his image.
I want to apologize for my comments made shortly after my elimination on Hell's Kitchen Friday night. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my fellow Marines, regardless of gender. And I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart to everybody that I've disappointed.
Which aggravated fans even further. His apology was one of the worst fake apologies I have ever seen. He clearly came off as forced, no emotion at all. Frank had joined Hell's Kitchen with a badge of honor and left with that badge stained, while Season 13's Sterling Wright walked in with nothing but heart and left with everyone's respect. Sterling Wright, aka Mr. 100.
I'm always 100.
What's his 100?
I'm 100%.
Okay, 100%, right.
Embodied every bit of his nickname through his exuberant personality.
French toast crepes. Florentine, how long?
But when he got eliminated in episode 12, Ramsay let him keep his jacket, a gesture of respect shown to only a select few in Hell's Kitchen history.
You've been a joy to be around, and you've put smiles on all of our faces. And because of that, I want you to keep your jacket.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
And although that was the only prize he got,
I got something that nobody in Hell's Kitchen have never accomplished. I got Chef Ramsay hard.
and his charm didn't stop there. According to this fan on Reddit, he turned down a higher paid job to work as a chef at a hospital because they treated his sister for cancer and saved his adoptive mom's life. He said that cooking for him isn't about the money, it's about the love. Sterling would definitely be the first person you'd call if you were in trouble, in contrast to Elise Harris, who wouldn't even be in your contacts. After coming third in season 9, she would return again in season 17 All-Stars and was immediately pronounced by the other chefs
The most hated Hell's Kitchen contestant of all time.
They would soon find out why. During the meat and grill challenge, Elise was paired up with Carrie to grill 4 pieces of meat to a certain temperature. But instead of working as a team,
the bitch won't let me do shit. Watch out. Get off.
and when Ramsay opened up the New York strip, he discovered that it was rare instead of medium rare. So who was to blame?
It was Carrie's fault. She was just standing there bitching and complaining when she should have been serious about the challenge.
But we all know the real reason.
Elise cooked every one of those fucking steaks. Every one of them.
And it wasn't enough for Elise to drag just one person down. While her team was struggling to disassemble bleachers during a punishment, she was busy.
Where's Elise? Elise! Elise, you got muscles, girl, come on.
You would assume someone like Elise, who constantly throws her teammate under the bus, might have some self-awareness about how they feel towards her. But during one elimination, she proved just how wrong that assumption was.
If you ask my team who they'd rather see lead between me and Carrie, I'm sure the answer will be Carrie.
Ramsay then proceeds to ask each of the females who they'd vote for. All but one said her name.
Elise, I did what you asked. I took a vote. Here's the sad news for you. Your team want you out of there so badly, you may be better off
While Elise gave Hell's Kitchen some of its most chaotic entertainment for all the wrong reasons, Season 6 Dave Levy earned his spotlight the right way. Dave entered Season 6 just like anyone else, but tore a ligament and fractured his arm whilst cleaning a fire truck during a punishment, earning him the nickname
One-armed bandit.
Unknowingly, Ramsay had just foreshadowed exactly what he had become. During dinner service in episode 9, Dave's teammate Andy sliced his hand during prep and was falling behind on appetizers. Dave took it upon himself to help his teammate.
I said I was gonna help Andy all night, but I'm really getting pummeled.
Covering 2 stations at once.
Lamb, please. Coming right up. Where's the tagliatelle? Right here. Where's the risotto?
I have a risotto.
Where's the steaks?
And steak.
Prompting fans to make a Reddit thread about him. And all of that effort did not go to waste when Ramsay said,
Dave, don't take this the wrong way, but you're 10,000 times better cooked with one hand.
However, during dinner service in episode 13, his resilience was tested again.
The nerve in my wrist just shot up to my elbow, then it shot up to my ear.
Despite all the obstacles thrown in his way, he persevered and was proudly crowned that season's winner.
I've been in so much pain for so many weeks. And I had to fight so hard to stay in the competition. And I'm just so grateful to have earned Chef Ramsay's respect. Well done. That means more to me than anything.